Hey guys, it's Freeborn here from freeborntrainingsystems.com. And real quick, I wanted to take you through one of my favorite drills for helping restore ranges of motion in the ankle joint, particularly into dorsiflexion, which is a range of motion a lot of people tend to be limited. This drill will really help you capture more mobility and help it stick. As well as if you're ever been someone who's felt impingement or maybe a pinch at the front of your ankle joint when your knees ever go over your toes, this is also a great drill to use to help clear that up. So the drill is essentially just a modified calf stretch using a band. Most people have done a stretch similar to this before, usually up against a wall or maybe using some raised edge. So this is more of that same stretch is taken using a band, and then also we're going to add a banded distraction to the ankle joint to give us a little bit more room in the joint capsule of the ankle. And then we're also going to add a pails and rails cycle to the technique or to the drill. So the drill's basic. Most people have done something similar before. It's a basic calf stretch, ankle stretch. The banded distraction is something I took away from Kelly Surratt and his work in supple leopard. Good stuff. And then the second technique is from a system called the FRC, developed by Andrea Spina. So it's really a blend of something that you've probably seen before and some new things. But the banded distraction helps, like I said, give us more space in the joint capsule and hopefully be able to capture more range of motion as well as clear up that impingement. And then the FRC technique, the pails and rails, really is what's going to establish that new range of motion and make it permanent, help us keep it. The important thing to remember though is this is a stretch, a drill that you'll need to do repeatedly several times a day, maybe once or twice a day for several weeks before you see big, huge, long-lasting changes. It's going to be immediate, but for them to be long, chronic changes, you need to do this on a daily basis. The more times you spend in that range of motion, the more times you are able to practice getting control in that new range of motion, the more likely it is going to stick. And then don't be afraid to apply that new range of motion in your movement practice, whether that's weightlifting or yoga or some kind of field sport. So the things you'll need to get this done are something that's a thick elastic band like this that doesn't have a lot of stretch to it. Something like a strap may be even better. You just want this band that's unattached that you're going to be using to pull that ankle into the stretch to be pretty stiff. The other band is going to be anchored somewhere. So I've got this band anchored to a door using a Rogue door anchor, but it could be a squat rack weighted with some weights. It could be a weight tree, just something that's not going to go anywhere. So how you're going to set this up is you're going to take this band that's anchored and you're going to put it around the back of your foot, around your kind of Achilles tendon, and then you're going to make an X over the top of your foot with the band, and that's just going to keep it from going anywhere while you've got that distraction happening. So make an X over the top of your foot, bands around the back of your Achilles. That's going to help pull that ankle, give us some space in that joint. This band is the band we're going to use to actually stretch our calf and open up our ankle joint and get some more range of motion. This is going to go on the balls of our feet. And you don't want it up on your toes, you want it on the balls of your feet, but you don't want it too low. You don't want it across the bridge of your foot. And then all you're going to do is you're going to pull yourself into dorsiflexion using this top band, and it's all passive. So all the work's being done by your arms and your top half of your body, and your foot is just experiencing a stretch. So you should be feeling a stretch through your calf, and you should be feeling a little bit of a pull or separation from this distraction, just slightly, not much. And then you're going to hold this. So for the sake of the video, I'm not going to go through the full thing, but you would hold this stretch for about 2 minutes straight. If you need something to put your back up against, go for it. Usually that band's enough to hold you upright, but keep that passive stretch. Now, after this stretch for 2 minutes, you're going to go into the pails and rails cycle. So PAIL stands for progressive angular isometric loading. RAIL stands for regressive angular isometric loading. Essentially, all it means is you're going to ramp up an isometric contraction first in the tissues that are being stretched. Then you're going to ramp it up into the tissues that are being contracted or shortened by the stretch. So in this instance, after my 2 minutes of passive stretching, my PAILS contraction, I'm going to hold for 20 seconds, so it's isometric, and the PAILS contraction is going to be pushing my top half of my foot into this top band. So I'm thinking about pushing the balls of my feet into that band as hard as I can, and I'm going to pull hard on this band to not let my foot actually go into plantar flexion. So you'll ramp it up slowly, about 5 seconds, and then again, you're going to hold maximal isometric effort for 20 seconds, 100%. So ramp it up. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As hard as you can, pushing into that band, using your upper body to resist that motion. Isometric, push, 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 push. If you're doing this properly, you probably wouldn't be able to talk, but since I'm walking you through this, but imagine you're pushing as hard as you can, get contracted, radiate tension throughout your body, everything's tense. 20-second hold, and then immediately after your PAILS contraction, you're going to go into a RAILS contraction. So a RAILS contraction is going to pull you deeper into that stretch. So you're going to flex the muscles on the front part of your shin, try to pull your toes as close to your shin as you can, and then with the top band, you're going to just keep it where it is. You don't want to assist that foot into a further stretch. You want the muscles on the front of your shin to pull you deeper into that stretch. So you're going to, same thing, as soon as you in that PAILS contraction, you're pushing your foot into that top band, you're going to begin to pull your foot towards your shin. So opposite way, pull, 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 like you're trying to lift your foot off that top band. You should feel really massive contraction in the front part of that shin. You're irradiating tension so your whole body's tight. So you're trying to get more and more stretch. Now, when you come to an end of your PAILS contraction, you don't want to go back to the position you were just in. You want to keep that newfound range of motion. Hopefully, your foot moves closer to your shin. So you want to use this top band or top strap to keep you in that position, keep you in that further stretch range of motion, and you're going to do another 2-minute passive stretch. And then all you would do is you would simply repeat that entire process probably twice on each foot, and that would be one good session. And you could come back later in the day and do another session of 2 cycles, and do that every day till you get the clearance of pinching at the front of that ankle and you begin to really see changes in that dorsiflexion, which shouldn't take, we're talking 2 to 4 weeks here. You're going to notice immediate benefit, like it's going to feel better. You're going to feel like you're able to get into deeper ranges of motion. But to really see big, long-lasting effects, you should be patient. Be patient. So again, just to review, you'll need 2 bands or a band and a strap. One band's anchored to a door or something that's not going to move. That's going to apply distraction to that ankle joint. Open up the caps a little bit, give you more room. The other band or the other strap is going to be used on the top of your foot to help pull yourself into that stretch. Once you get into position, you'll pull yourself into that stretch passively for 2 minutes. We need to be there for at least 2 minutes. If you want to go longer, great, but at least 2. Get comfortable. If you need something to put up against your back, by all means, set it up that way. And then after you do your 2-minute passive stretch, PAILS contraction, which means you're going to use the muscles that are being stretched to contract and push. So for this drill, you're pushing the top half of your foot as hard as you can into that top band, trying to go into plantar flexion. You're not going to go into plantar flexion, but that's what you're shooting for. Everything's tight. You're radiating tension. Everything's getting intense, and you're really focusing on pushing as hard as you can for a sustained duration of 20 seconds. At the end of that 20 seconds, you immediately begin to pull the foot as hard as you can away from that top band, pulling yourself deeper into the stretch, trying to get those toes closer to the shin. Hold that contraction 20 seconds even. Then relax, another 2-minute passive stretch, then pails, then rails. And that would be 2 complete cycles, and you switch sides. Like I said, it's probably a similar stretch you've seen before, but with new stuff. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to clarify, talk to you guys through it, and give you any pointers. If you feel like you're struggling, you feel like you can't find the stretch or the right position, just reach out. I'd be happy to help you guys. So don't forget, if you like the videos, subscribe, follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Steven.Freeborn. Yeah, and if you guys enjoyed the video and you guys know somebody who can benefit from it, please share it. Yeah, so until next time, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, great rest of your week, and I will talk to you later.